Hi, this is day 15, so we are officially at the halfway mark. Yay, me! I'm finding that I already have ideas for like topics that I want to make videos on, rather than just these daily updates. But I'm just gonna stick it out. I'm gonna stick out the process, finish the 30-day challenge because I'm realizing how important it is for me to just keep my word to myself, to see myself fulfilling my promises to myself. So I said I was going to do this, so I'm going to do it. At the gym, pretty much the same thing is happening. There is no argument with myself. It's like, oh, it's just 10 minutes. We know exactly what we're going to do. And I go there and I do it. Today I was tempted to put on a different capoeira song for my workout. And I was like, no, you're not allowed. You're just going to stick it out for 30 days. So another 2 weeks, and then you can switch it up, and then you're going to commit to something else for another 30 days. And honestly, I feel like that reduced so much mental thinking, like the fatigue that comes from considering a lot of options. Just artificially narrowing my options like that has reduced that mental load and just made things a lot easier, more streamlined. So I'm very, very pleased with how this challenge is going and how I'm showing up for myself. What I want to talk about today is this notion that women should prioritize pleasure. So I saw a video a couple of days ago from this creator. She said that she paid off a lot of debt. She had like $30,000 of debt or something. And she followed this framework that was created by some man, and she stuck to it. And then, I guess, however many months later, she paid off the debt. And she said the important thing is that she was miserable the whole time. She really hated it. She hated her life. And women are not supposed to do it like that. We're not wired like men. We don't run on dopamine. So it's not like, oh yeah, okay, I hit this goal for this week, check mark, and then we get that dopamine hit. We are wired for, as women, we're wired for oxytocin. That is the hormone that is really important for us, and that is released through pleasure, through safety, through comfort, through enjoyment. Right, so yeah, sure, she might have been in debt, but if she had just bought herself the pretty curtains or the little cushion or whatever that she wanted, she would have felt happier. It wouldn't have felt like a punishment. She might have been more inspired, more creative. Something else could have happened. And I can certainly say that that has been true in my life because I really prioritized in this flat and my previous one having a very, very beautiful view. And waking up to that in the morning and just putting that beauty in my eyes and just seeing that made me feel some kind of way about myself. It made me feel very open, uplifted, inspired. This series would not be happening without that. So when I stopped trying to be very functional with my money, tried to be very smart with my money, and instead prioritized pleasure, prioritized beauty, that is when things started to really shift for me. Also, I want to talk about this. These are my shoes. Look at these. Sorry if I put my shoes on the camera, but these. Keiben, I don't know how you pronounce them. They're like orthopedic shoes. My mom got them because she had some issues with her knees and she felt a lot better after buying these shoes. So she told me I should buy the same as a preventative thing. And they're like a $600, $700 pair of shoes. And I'd never spent that kind of money on a pair of shoes before, like sandals. But, you don't argue with your mom. I could afford it. So I went and I bought the shoes. And truly, buying these shoes changed my life because they were so unbelievably comfortable compared to any other shoes I had, like by a whole factor of like 20. I felt like I was walking on clouds everywhere I went. And so what happened is I started to expect comfort. I started to expect it. Like I'm literally walking on clouds. I'm not putting up with discomfort. And then that started to stretch in other areas of my life where I could no longer wear clothes that made me feel uncomfortable or restricted in any way. I got very comfortable, like how to say, physically, right? I wasn't tolerating discomfort. That's the important thing. My tolerance for discomfort dropped to 0 because of these shoes. And then I bought myself a very good pair of earplugs because I decided, if the environment is too loud, I'm just going to pop them in. And so sometimes I'll go do my grocery shopping with earplugs in, or if the music is too loud, or I'm at a cafe and I want to read my book and I don't like the music, I don't tolerate it. I put my earplugs in. So I optimized for my physical comfort. And that spread even further out into my life, where I stopped being able to tolerate conversations that I didn't like with people I didn't like. Just my tolerance for discomfort just dropped and dropped and dropped. And now I'm really guided by this philosophy where I'm not here to tolerate my life. I'm here to enjoy my life. If I'm not enjoying it, if I'm not having a good time, then it isn't for me. My body will tell me what is enjoying, and my job is to honor that and pursue that. And it's really, really important for us to do this as women, because people will tell you all kinds of things about what you should pursue in life, right? But it's only when you get all of that, when you get the job, the money, the status, the clothes, the shoes, the kids, the husband, the house, everything, when all of that has happened and you still feel empty, that missing piece is pleasure. And women have been conditioned to always sacrifice their pleasure, right? Moms will cook things that their kids like. They will cook things that their husbands like. But when do they cook something that they like and impose that on the rest of the family? They don't do it. They keep self-sacrificing, and they're sacrificing their pleasure, their enjoyment of their life. So what happens is, over time, you keep doing that. You sending this message to yourself that you don't matter. You're not important. Your needs don't matter. Your pleasure doesn't matter. So the quickest way for you to reclaim your life as a woman is to really, really, really prioritize your pleasure. Put that front and center. Make it important to yourself. Let other people see you prioritizing it and putting yourself at the center of your universe in that way. Because truly, truly, when you are nourished in that way, you become a version of yourself that you can't even imagine if you're living in that very male-oriented, like goal-oriented way. You become soft, you become feminine, you become more intuitive, and you're just having fun. You're enjoying your life. Like, I can't believe that I need to pitch it to women that you should enjoy your life. Like, that should be a total no-brainer, right? And yet here we are having this conversation because women are not taught that their pleasure is important. And by that I also mean, yes, like all the rest of the pleasure, right? In bed, like chase it, demand it, like optimize for it. And cool, we're only at 7 minutes today, but that's all I had to say. Yay me. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and may this day kiss you full on the lips.